My name is Nagi. Who are you?
I am free to play, says Rap. Okay, that's a great.
That's pretty good.
Anyways, at 40 plus 7 plus 3, 50 HP, 57 attack, 21 speed, 43 defense, 45 res. Ethereal breath, still busted breath. Special trigger cooldown count -1, aka if you use something like noontime, you hit her, she hits you back, she heals. She's also effective against colorless heroes, which is great to have. Nice, always nice to be effective against them. And you can reduce their AoE damage by 80%, so you take virtually nothing from it. Additionally, she has pivot, ether, mirror stance, vengeful fighter, panic ploy, and sturdy stance. Wait a second. Wait, this is missing something. They took off DC?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
DC all in the name of having more attack in up-close battles.
I see. This
While
is
also
interesting.
keeping the guard effect from Special Fighter with Vengeful
It also
Fighter
allows her to
on.
be able to reach. Yeah, with the Vengeful Fighter, she's allowed to reach Aether a lot easier than if she were to just be wielding something like Special Fighter and QR.
Wait.
And she's able to also deny specials.
Oh, that's interesting. You're right. If you use Mirror Stance and Special Fighter together, it's a bit redundant. Mirror Stance, Vengeful Fighter is a better synergy, I would say. I agree. And yeah, if you run QR, it takes your CO slot up. So instead of that, you get it run Sturdy Stance. So instead of allowing her to counterattack, the intention now is to make her a super tank, essentially. Because she has 47 defense and her res goes up to 51. And her attack, what the heck? Her attack is 67. And if you hit her, she has Vengeful Fighter. And so they attack -1, you attack -2, they attack -1, you attack -2, and you hold ether for the next one. So it's very dangerous to touch this Nagi. Not that you would want to do that. So you're giving up the DC to double down on her ability up close. That's interesting. I've never seen anyone do that, but I get it. I understand it. But usually you use her offensively instead of defensively. All right, that's a good start. She even has Wrath. What the heck?
Yeah, she's really solid. Honestly, the highlight for this Nagi was just the fact that it timed Aether. While diving through the builds, a lot of them just didn't have proper special timing. So it made it super awkward where the build might be really, really good, but isn't able to proc specials consistently. But this is able to just constantly proc Aethers often at the end of battles. The biggest issue though is that she might have a bit too much attack, in that it'll make it so that even if the enemy does survive, her Aether hit in return retaliation will not heal her that much, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal because, oh no, I killed them and I didn't heal enough. Well, you still killed them and now you've reduced your ether loss if you do lose.
Oh no, I had the same problem Saitama has.
Fair enough. All right, that's a good start. And if they're actually free to play, that's pretty impressive. But where are your flowers? You can use 7 more, can't you? That's a lot. She needs those
Yeah,
flowers.
she can get 7 more.
I have a good feeling that you and I will be fast friends.
The Delightful Noble, Lilina, 40 plus 10 plus 9, 41 HP, 60 attack, 31 speed, 24 defense, and 37 res, 4 blaze, drawback, iceberg, mirror impact, wall attack res, what? That's a dead Curio for sure. Times pulse 3, and a death blow 3. What the hell is this? This is an ultra nuke. What? So it's 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3. So that is 21. She's hitting a grand smacking 81 attack, which will nuke most things, especially because they can't buffer res. And her actual res is plus 10 plus 3, 81 attack, 50 res on initiation. This girl is not afraid of other mages, and if you're green, you're gone. That's really cool. That's just taking it to the maximum. And after the battle, you attack 1 time, you nuke them. Your iceberg is already at 2 cooldown things at times pulse, and now drops to 1. So if there is a hero that you for some reason can't kill, like a blue magical tank, that iceberg might give you the damage output to get the kill, because 4 blaze would drop their res by 7. That is impressive. And of course, because you can only get hit 1 time, even if it is the worst case scenario where they survive, they probably aren't killing you, because at 24 defense, 41 HP, 65 effective bulk, only getting hit 1 time thanks to impact skill, you're good to go. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive.
They also can't buff their attack because of low attack res, so she ends up being a bit more deceptively tricky than she might seem at face value.
And I like how they didn't go overboard and give her too much. They had a plan and they executed on it, so that's really good. Yeah, they knew what they wanted to do and they did it. Excellent Lilina. She just needs 6 more flowers. Ideally, you give her all the flowers, I would say.
I like that the only other C skill she's got is times pulse and spur attack, meaning they started building this unit when Sothis came out.
Well, yeah, but how can you
there's
tell
no
the
other
timing?
C skills
For
on
sure.
there.
Oh, wish she wasn't outclassed by Lysithea. The reality is Lilina's more like competing with Kyria, not Lysithea. Kyria is also low speed, higher res, and in that respect, this Lilina keeps up quite well, especially because it's plus 10 Lilina versus not plus 10 Kyria. And with that said, this is one of the heroes I would have a pretty good betting chance of becoming resplendent sometime soon, considering well Roy became resplendent.
Definitely.
So once that happens, she's even more solid than you. Though it's not a big difference maker because she already hit so hard. But this is a solid Lilina, and this is a very accessible hero which by the way, she even looks good, so she can probably flatten most heroes in one hit. So if you guys haven't made a powerful red mage that could potentially one-shot things, Lilina's your girl. Just make her. She's really good. With that said, special spiral would be good on her. Yes and no, because as long as they have law attack res might be more important, because even though if you can get to instant specials and you can just keep spamming specials and that's nice and all, if you have the issue of them being buffed up, it might not kill. Law attack res is probably better for general usage, and special spiral takes a bit too long to set up for. So personally, I prefer law attack res, but if you're in like play versus everything, special spiral is much more useful. Anyways, this is just an excellent build, so I wouldn't change anything. This is just great.
You think this outfit suits me? We've clearly never met.
I like Bridal Tharja. It's like she understands love.
Or whatever that
What the hell?
heart will call love.
Hold on a second. I believe we saw Bizar. Hold on a second. What is this? I was pretty sure we saw Bizar Shock before in terms of offensive build, but this is a scoring build? This is a support Tharja.
Cheerleader build.
Wait a, what the heck is, okay. So at 40 plus 10, 15 flowers, this is a completely maxed, Bridal Tharja. Still pretty as ever. 51 HP, 59 attack, 45 speed, 28 defense, 28 res, multiple fire posy, rally attack speed plus, ether, red dual infantry 3, attack defense ruse. She didn't even come, she came with attacks feint, infantry hexblade, and speed feint. So you basically took the idea of the original Tharja and improved it because attack defense ruse is better than feint, and still use feint because it's right here. She comes with rally attack speed. She just comes with rally attack speed. She didn't come with attack speed plus. Wow. You basically took the original concept of Tharja and just made her way better and upgraded it to 2020 standards.
Yeah, she's a scoring stat stick that has a lot of benefits with the infantry hexblade, especially being one of the key things that allow that. Specifically, I wanted to highlight it because for F2P players, it makes it very difficult to score efficiently when you're just being forced to use that Husker trio over and over again. And being able to deal adaptive damage with that hexblade makes it really, really useful as well.
I agree.
To be able to just not have to worry too much.
Yeah, infantry hexblade is actually criminally underrated. It's not enough people use it. I understand it's kind of hard because you got to be adjacent to an ally and they got to be a physical damage dealer. But it does help a lot. For something like Arena where this is going to shine especially much. Red dual infantry allows her to score at 170. While it's not completely ideal, with all of this, she's going to be scoring the max anyways. Maximum of you can at 170 anyways. So yeah, this is a really interesting take on it. And of course, because she's such a solid hero overall, 28 defense, 28 res, 51 HP, she can take a fight. She'll be fine. And of course, muscle fire posy also adds up to +6 to attack and speed. I actually like this a lot. I've never thought of using Tharja as a score bot or using Tharja in 2020, really. I mean, I still use her in Arena Assault, but that's about it. But this is really respectable and I like this a lot. So congrats. The thing is, like, I know Bizar Shock had this Tharja before because he showed it off before, but that's so respectable. But yeah. Congratulations, this is pretty cool. Support Tharja. Who would have thought?
I'm Gangrel, king of Pledgia. You the summoner? Thought you'd be taller.
I can't disagree with this at all because Mirror Impact in your A slot is so good on him. There's no other hero I would suggest Mirror Impact on. Generally speaking, Mirror Impact, I take Sturdy over Mirror Impact just about any day. But because 11 Dagger wants you to have more res during combat, and because you have res during combat, this gives you 20% of your res into damage. So this, by adding 10, is 2 more true damage, and Brazen Attack res would give you more stats there too. So the entire idea is get you more attack, which you need. Your speed is pretty okay, especially with lull speed defense. Now it gets to 47, and once they have a debuff on them, it gets +4 to everything. Taking it all into account, -3 defense, +6 attack, that's 9, so you get to 60 attack base. Once you get the kill off and there's debuffs on everybody, +4 to all stats. Your res gives you 46 res, 20% of that becomes damage, so at least 8, maybe 9 damage. Yeah, 9 damage. And with that defense, your defense is probably the only thing that you have an issue with, but because at most can only hit you 1 time and you have 51 HP and 28 defense, you should survive and get this off. I fought a Gangrel like this before, and it's really, really deceptive. You think you're gonna blow him over just because, I mean, these stats don't look that crazy, but once 11 Dagger's triggered, once he gets the attack on you with Mirror Impact and you find yourself unable to kill him, then it snowballs into some really dumb things going on, especially if he has Panic Smoke as well. What the heck. But yeah, I like the build. Raise attack res is a nice throw in as well. Though personally speaking, I would have tried to get more defense just to make him, once he's in the brazen, that like very, very difficult to kill. Really, really good Gangrel though. Once we get like the melons, probably plus speed, just to make sure he gets the double.
Yeah, I'd agree for sure. Plus speed. The panic smoke is just adding insult to injury. You attack. Like your defense at 7 goes down. Your defense's res goes down by 7, and then you get panicked anyway. So you might go even lower. It's ridiculous.
This is a really committed 2-1. Disarms trap 3 and special spiral. Wow. Well, okay. No, this is seriously really, really good. Wait a second. That's also really good. That's also a really good point. If you do attack smoke, you could drop their attack, defense, and res by 7, making it so much harder for them to deal with Gangrel. Also, he has really long. Wow, his fingers are so long.
Yeah, they were long in Awakening too. In fact, they were longer than the whole first active Awakening.
Wait, okay.
Ouch.
Okay, well, as long as you get him all the 6 flowers, I think this is an excellent build. Ether Raid's defense is where I fought one of these Gangrels, and it really took me by surprise. So I fully believe in this Gangrel. It's a great job. Really, nothing I can improve on. The most I would do is like switch to seal, but that's it. I think Mirror Impact, Lull Speed defense, and your choice of smoke is as good as it gets.
You're the one in charge here. Where you lead, we'll follow.
Itsuki with the dumb wolf pelt, nice. 40+10 +7, finding a path Itsuki with 40 HP, 60 attack, 36 speed, 41 defense, and 37 res. With the fact that you can now switch your IVs, this Itsuki's about to become really, really, really good. Like, plus speed Itsuki's now a thing, plus res Itsuki's now a thing, plus defense Itsuki's is also a thing. What I'm saying is, like, the fact that you can manipulate this stuff even more is going to make him incredibly good. And with all that said, I didn't even look at the build yet because, well, this is an offensive Itsuki. We don't see those very often. Those are rare. It's not that he couldn't do it. It's just that it wasn't ideal. But with the ability to switch up the IVs, going plus speed is actually pretty good for offensive defense purposes. So at 39 speed, once you get to the mango, well, let's just calculate it as it is right now. With Swiss Barrel 3, Lull attack speed 3, and speed resolution 3, that's 7 + 6 + 3. So 16 extra speed, 52 speed. Yeah, if you go plus speed at that point, you get 55 speed. That's starting to look really good. Throwing attack speed just to add even more speed, more attack, and drop their attack and their speed, helping you both offensively and defensively. And Mirage Falchion will give you up to 7 attack, 7 defense on both phases depending on order of combat, also effective against dragons. So this is a very well balanced hero with the speed, defense, and res now. His actual defense goes up all the way up to 48 + 3, goes up to all the way to 51 depending on order of battle, while his res goes up to 46. Wow, that's really good. That's crazy good. So over 45 res, over 50 defense, well, it could reach over 50 defense, while having an attack of 6 plus up to 7. So 66 to 73 with 60 minimum being if Swiss Barrel's not active. That's a lot of numbers. Kind of makes me regret not plus 10ing Itsuki because he's really, really, really good for the current meta, especially as somebody to carry you in arena, as a main tank, as now a main offensive hero. This is really nice. Yeah, the speed itself doesn't do as much as changing the skills. Speed res solo with Swiss Barrel, like that commitment really makes Itsuki a very good offensive hero. Worst Astrum. The thing with that is Astrum has like no res, whereas Itsuki has tons of res. Itsuki is a better balanced hero, whereas Astrum's really good for like a build featuring close call or bonus doubler. Things like that would really work well on him. But yeah, this is an excellent Itsuki. Makes me kind of regret not plus 10ing him. I even really like TMS too. But yeah, am I missing
I feel
anything?
like Astrum and Itsuki have very different roles in my opinion.
That's true.
Astrum has more of a supportive role in arena, whereas Itsuki I feel is just more balanced and can really be used in a lot of other things. This Itsuki in particular, we actually took it more as a stat stick for arena assault, with the light season allowing him to be used every other week rather than once in a blue moon with the elemental blessings instead. So he's able to score really, really, really highly and even deal a lot of damage to some of the higher scoring arena threats like Surtur and some of the other ridiculous armors. And he can deal with armor dragons as well.
Yeah, especially, yeah, the effectiveness is super huge. I'm surprised by that. This is missing is this encounter. All you have to do is replace Swiss Barrel 3 with this encounter and give him a supportive team and give him attack smoke, and you can turn this build into Ether Raid's build.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a really good character, and this is one of the coolest looking characters in the game. Though I want to hear what you guys got to say, chat, and eventually comment. Do you guys like Itsuki being in the game? Because he's very easily, along with every TMS character, very easily does not fit. Like he looks like he's in a different universe altogether. It doesn't quite fit the aesthetics in this game, but I think it's all right. But I'm also one who wants crossovers and other characters from other games to come into this game.
I honestly think he's fine. He's not too far out that he seems like he doesn't fit in. He seems strange and different, kind of like Lila, how she feels like a lot more of an archaic dragon god, but he still fits in, is what I'm trying to say, in my opinion.
Especially like this collar. It's like kind of like Dancer Percut in a way. They do fit in with each other, but you're kind of right. It's that Persona Goofy look where they try to make everyone as unique as possible from each other.